Okay, welcome back. Last time we dealt with the entire second warp zone, completing levels 6 through 10, getting all the crystals. We will have to come back for a couple of the gems that we couldn't get, and then we defeated Dingodile at the end. And we also, for defeating him, we unlocked a double jump, which could be very nice and handy for us. Okay, so, into our next area we go, and our first level, Dynamite. So, we're going to have a bit more villain dialogue, so I'll be back in however long it takes for Tropy to stop talking.
Well, haven't we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials? I am Dr. Nefarious Tropy, master of time and creator of the very time twister machine you see before you. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it.
Okay, bet. I give him half an hour. 40 minutes at a push. Okay, so, first thing, Dr. Entropy's parents really named him Nefarious, huh? Unless that's an alias. Also, these fish are like unevolved crashes. So that's kinda cool, because this is a dinosaur level, and I completely messed it up. Also, it fully expected me to just use the double jump straight away over here. I might have been able to make the height with the slide jump, actually, I don't know. But, yeah. Also, if Entropy is, like, the guy who is, like, the kind of... If he's the creator and kind of, like, guardian of the time twister... Oh, also, I need the yellow gem to, get one of the gems on this stage. Oh, that could have been pretty bad. But yeah, like, if Entropy invented the time twister, why, like... One, why does Aku Aku know about it so Crash and Coco could just come right in? And two, wouldn't it make more sense to just kind of hang out in the main bit of it and just kill Crash and Coco when they turn up? Also, this new little friend for Crash is called Baby T, apparently. And as you can see, he's a Baby T-Rex. He can just walk through the grass unimpeded, which is kind of nice. However, if we try to have him step in lava, it will kick us off him. And yeah, he will replace Pula for this game. But honestly, there's not many sections that really need him, so yeah, we won't be seeing all that much of him, but he's there. He did eventually become a playable character in the CTR remake. I think he was like one of the last characters out of it. He was either one of the last or one of the first. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the order of that game's DLC cycle was. Technically, it wasn't even... Actually, I would like to make an immediate correction on that. It wasn't even a DLC cycle. It was just... They were all just, like, post-launch updates, which is honestly something fantastic. Like, I will ramble on about this again when I inevitably do Crash Team Racing as a playthrough, but the remake had one of the strongest, like, times of post-launch support I've ever seen for a game in any genre. Also, the game now expects me to use my powers, as I've gotten, because obviously with those 3 boxes there, if I just kind of did body slam on top of them all, I would have just fallen through and died. So, yeah, now it wants me to use them a bit more creatively. Also, I don't know if it's in this level, so I'm not going to test it yet, but I know that in one of these levels I do need to jump into a pterodactyl to get taken to a secret stage. But I don't really want to test that right now, if I can avoid it. But yeah. Actually, you know what, let's test it. Well, I guess we died to the Triceratops for trying, but you know what? If nothing else, it means we got to see dying to the Triceratops, because it's probably going to be the only time it happens. But yeah, so... I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, CTR and its post-launch updates. I really feel like that has the strongest I've ever seen. It was just all free updates, no, like, you didn't have to pay for anything. Like, you could pay for, like, the coins, I think, to unlock new skins and more characters and stuff. Like, you could earn them all through gameplay. Like, I think I have almost every character from just playing a whole bunch. I would actually need to double check, but I'm pretty sure I have basically every character. And, yeah. Honestly, I think I mentioned this a couple of times before, Also, that is Dynamite complete. We got the crystal, but we need to go back for the gems. And we can go into our next level, Deep Trouble, which is another water level, but it does have the red gem attached to it, and I remember, and I remember how to get it. But yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but the CTR CTR Nitro Refuel, I should probably call it. That, honestly, that game had such good post-launch support. I wish every kind of game had that. Like, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times previously, but if we got a new Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing with that level of post-launch support, I think that could be a huge success for Sega. Because, like, let's be real, Sega have so many franchises that could be represented in it. Like, obviously you'd have your mainstays, you'd have your Sonics and everyone. Like, you'd have your Sonics, like, you'd have Sonic, you'd have II, you'd have Amigo, or you'd have Lala, you'd have a whole bunch of others. But Sega, you have the usual suspects, ones who are in every. Oh no, that was pretty bad. Like, you'd have the usual suspects, ones who are in every Sega crossover game. But, like, you know, you have plenty of other popular franchises, including a few that have become a lot more popular since the last game in that kind of series came out. You know, because, you know, a little series called Yakuza kind of got really popular over the last few years. I don't know, I think having Kiryu and Majima I think Kiryu and Majima could be a very funny duo. To just have playable in that. And they have so many kind of just, I don't want to call them dead franchises, but let's be real, they're dead franchises. That could, you know, just even get little cameo appearances. Sega has so much history and so many things, and they could make so much potential post-launch content with that. Like, yeah, I would think that was a great. I was so focused on killing that blowfish that I just didn't pay attention to the actual threat. But hey, I do need to go up, basically, because that line of Wumpa Fruit tells me I need to go up. But yeah. Like, I think it would be a super cool, like, I think it could be a fantastic addition. And also, with the level of post-launch support, if it was anywhere near the level of that CTR got, I think that could, like, Sega has enough stuff that could probably keep that game going for years. It's, like, and, you know, it's Sega, they're putting out new stuff all the time. And also, well, what better than a crossover game to give just a little bit of focus, just a bit of spotlight to those series that, you know, they may not be mainstays in your current, like, portfolio, I guess would be the term. Like, they might not be the most popular series that you currently have, but, like, you know, just ones from the company's past that kind of just have importance. Okay, so, we've reached the end of the stage. This box here has done something important, but we will now have to make our way back to basically see exactly what it's done. But yeah, I think Sega has so much stuff. I didn't know I could do that! This changes everything. Can it go through the kind of aquajet things? Time to find out! It cannot! But yeah, genuinely... Okay, that was a clown shoes moment on my part. But yeah, I genuinely think Sega could do a fantastic job with that. And also, you know, I think everyone could just have... I think everyone would just love to see some funny interactions between all the Sega characters. And also, you know, they also have plenty of amazing locales and locations that they could use. And also, you know, just... basically, the possibilities are endless, is what I'm saying. Well, not literally endless, but there's still an awful lot of them. No! Oof, that was close. Okay, yeah, definitely not definitely wasn't a moment of genuine panic. But, yeah, so I would call that I would definitely be advocating for that game to exist, with that level of post-launch support, and I just completely messed it up. Okay, this time for sure. But yeah, like, genuinely, I think that could be great. Also, while I'm on the topic of Sega, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk came out last week, and that's like, there's wearing your inspiration close, and then there's, oh, this is absolutely Jet Set Radio. Which, to be fair, Jet Set Radio, extremely popular. People love Jet Set Radio, and honestly, with good reason. Admittedly, it isn't my favourite game in the world, but honestly, the amount of passion that people have for Jet Set Radio is honestly nothing short of amazing. And, like, I remember I opened Twitter this morning. I refused to call it X, because that's a stupid name. So basically, yeah, I opened Twitter this morning and just saw immediately, hey, the game has been out like a week. It'll have been out for like 2 or 3 by the time this video comes out. But it's like, hey, this game has been out a week and people have already found a way and just modded multiplayer in. That's amazing. Honestly, like, modders, I don't know how they do it, but like, they never cease to amaze me. Because honestly, that is really impressive. And also, apparently the game is just really good. Okay, let's just wait out these aquajets. I'll be honest, I hate these aquajet things. I don't even know what to call them, but I know that these are things were the bane of my absolute life. Okay, I'm just gonna break one box of air and just let them all fall TNT go. Because I know my luck, I would probably hit one. Like, if I try to rush through, I'd probably get stuck, not spin fast enough, and just get blown up by TNT when it lands on my head. Definitely not, that statement was definitely not inspired by a true story. Okay, so let's grab the gem, grab the red gem. The little box we hit at the end of the other route, that is what spawned the red gem in, I think. But hey, with that, Deep Trouble is now completely sorted out. We don't need to come back to this level again until I go for the relic. And honestly, I'm not looking forward to doing the relics, because it's just like, hey, beat all the levels real fast. They're basically just time trials for the levels. Anyway, into our next level we go, High Time, where we can grab the purple gem if we play properly. Well, if we play well enough.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just to continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
I mean, I imagine you'll try to give me one more warning, you'll get mad, and then I'll do a boss fight and win. And then I'll get a new ability for winning. You know, that's... Seems logical, you know, that's typically how this seems to go. Also, I'm just gonna wait out the flames, because I don't know... Because honestly, I feel like I can probably double jump over it, but I don't know if I can, so I'm just gonna play it safe. Also, double jump could come in handy. I will say though, I do really like these kind of Arabian themed stages. I don't know if that's like the correct term for them, but I do really like the general kind of aesthetic. That was so close to being a disaster. But yeah, I do like the general kind of aesthetic of these levels. Wait, did I kill another guy? Whatever. Okay, let's just grab this checkpoint and keep going. Okay, back over the kind of climbing bar things. I do not know what these things are called. Also, I probably should have mentioned this earlier. Also, I do kind of quite like how if I drop down, and it bounces me straight back onto it. But yeah, I probably should have mentioned this earlier. Yeah, because by the time this video goes up, the news will have been done like 2 weeks ago or something. That was close. But it finally gave a release date for the Persona 3 remake. Persona 3 Reload is meant to come out in February, so barring any delays, yeah, that game will be coming out in February, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I guess a more correct statement is, I'm looking forward to it in a kind of weird way, because, like, I still don't think it's a remake that needs to be there. Like, I don't think the game needs a remake, but I will be there no matter what. Note, that does not confirm I am doing the Persona 3 remake on the channel. At some point, I do fully intend— No! Oh, that's pretty bad, actually. I can salvage this. I can salvage that. I just need to get really close to the edge there. And... okay, I'm losing the Wumpa fruit over it, but that's okay. But yeah, like, at some point I'm definitely doing Persona 3 on the channel, whether I'll do the remake, whether I'll just do FES. I don't know, that is something for future me to figure out when I eventually decide to do P3, because, well, it's definitely happening at some point, because I love that game. And also, you know, I've done 1 and the 2 duology, so yeah, that will definitely be happening. One thing I will say, though, and it's not a specific issue with the Persona 3 remake, but more so just kind of a good few Atlus games in general as of late. It's just like, hey, maybe we don't need to give the party of every maybe we don't need to give the party of every JRPG the Phantom Thief outfits. Like, okay, that could have gone very badly, but I'm glad it didn't. Maybe that nearly went really badly, but it didn't. Immediately dies. I mean, if nothing else, it's on brand. But yeah, like, I think if there's one kind of minor criticism I'd put towards Atlus, it's just like, look, I get it. I get Atlus loves Persona 5. I love Persona 5 too. It is a fantastic game that I genuinely adore. But I don't think I don't think the party of every subsequent RPG needs to have the Phantom Thief outfits. Like, I'm pretty sure Tokyo Mirage Sessions had them, like cast for TMS, or at least in the Switch port it did. I know the cast of Soul Hackers 2 got them, and I know the cast, Soul Hackers 2 got them, and obviously the cast for Persona 3 will also get them. And I'll be honest, they just kind of look a bit strange. It's like, you can tell that this was not an outfit designed with these characters in mind. And, like, I think the protagonist looks okay, but I think the others just look kinda goofy. It's like, yeah, it's kind of fun, but it just looks a bit weird to me. And with that, we can grab the purple gem and get on at this level. And also, perfect timing actually, because I was just about done with that ramble. Fantastic. But yeah, at some point, P3 is definitely happening on the channel, but it's probably going to be a time where I'll have to split it with something else, because it is a long game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it ran at least like 80 to 100 episodes. So that'll be a long one. Okay, into our next level we go. Road Crash, which is named after the old, I think it was an arcade game, Road Rash. And, well, it is another racing game level. So, yeah, I'm not feeling too confident about this, but we'll see what we can do. Well, I'll see what I can do, because, yeah, I'll be honest, I hated these levels when I was a kid. I think I mentioned that in the last one. But yeah, I never liked these levels. I always thought they were just kind of unfair and didn't control very well. But, basically, I'm going to be aiming for two things here. Basically, I'm going to aim for all of the boxes and to win. But if I can't... that was close. But if I can't do one, I would at least like to do the other. Also, I just went past a road sign there that had a kind of alien face on it. I need to come back into this level at a later time and hit that sign, because that gives me access to a secret stage. However, I'll be coming back to do that later in the game, probably closer to the end. And just like how in Crash 2, I came back for those secret stages right at the end as well. Actually, you know what? So far, this is looking pretty promising. Like, we are up into second place. We're up into second place. We have 7 boxes left. This might be a miracle run for me. I might manage this. I might one and done this level, which would be genuinely phenomenal for me because I hate these levels. So let's just slow down. I will slow myself down. I don't think the AI things, I don't think the other people, I don't think they can get any benefit out of the kind of boosts. So I'm pretty sure I am in the clear. I don't know what that sound was behind me, but hey, you know what? I'm just gonna play it a bit safe. As long as I don't fall off the track, I'm good. And with that, we win. Perfect. We grab the gem, we get the crystal. Perfect. That was about as perfect as that could have possibly been. Like, I'm so happy about that. And obviously, when I come back to do the relic, when I come back to get the relic for this level, I won't really need to worry about it too much. Because, well, I feel like it's well, obviously it's a racing level, you're kind of just on a track. Anyway, into our next and final level for this area we go, into the double header. And you will see why it's called this in just a moment. And Tropy, got anything to say?
Well, you've crashed a few parties before, but I never expected you to make it this far. If you don't turn back, I will inflict 1,000 years of suffering on you and the entire universe!
I mean, he says that, but, like, my guy got out of, like, thousands of years of imprisonment, like, an hour ago. Okay, so, immediately you can see why this level's called Double Header. It's because these guys have 2 heads. And also, just like with the Brio boss fight and a lot of big enemies in games in general, you just kind of jump and kick them in the head and they go down. Also, that frog is really jumping, wow. So, hopefully we can get through this without too much difficulty. Also, I don't need to kill those guys, I just think it's, I don't know. Also, I should probably play. That was close. Also, here's the thing, I can also just kind of like run along the side here. You can do that in pretty much all of these levels, I think, to basically just kind of skip most of the enemies. So, yeah, that's a little bit of attack. Now, how do I do this? Not like that, but hey, you know what? I got the bonus life, so who's the real winner here, game? As long as I don't die here, the answer is me. So let's just, actually, I'll set off this TNT and then it'll just blow up all the other ones. I will run back just to make sure. Okay, it didn't, but that will destroy all the other ones. So that should be good to go. I'm just going to double back to make sure. Fantastic. And, well, now we're back up to 52 lives. Okay, so, yeah, we can just run over the... I don't know if that's intended, but hey. Like, I don't know if that's, like, an intended thing, but you know what? Well, I'll take my wins where I can get them, thank you very much. Okay, so we are 25 boxes through here. I probably should have just... Oh, okay, I have an idea here. Will that go in time? Will that be perfectly timed? It won't, but you know what? I think we would have lost Flumper through anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And now that I think about it, they introduced that box type, and they don't really seem to use it all that much. Okay, now we just gotta kill these wizards. Merlin, they are not. They wish they were Merlin. But hey, you know, I guess, I mean, to be fair, I guess in kind of this time period in England, every wizard would want to be a Merlin, you know? Now let's just dodge these, hop over the magic. That was maybe a bit close, but you know what, that's okay. I mean, credit to those guys, because, credit to those guys who, well, they lose the rope and they still keep trying to kill you. Like, they are determined. Like, they are really determined to do their job. Okay, that's 30 boxes here, wow. Okay, let's just break as many of these as we can, then. And by as many as we can, I mean all of them. Wait, how did I not break that one? Didn't I hit it? Oh well, not gonna complain, just thought it was a little bit strange. Okay, I think I need to double jump here so I can get up to here, because I think the TNT would blow up the other one. But maybe that's just me worrying too much, but I feel like it's a safe presumption. And now I get to test my theory. Because we'll just set this away. And does it destroy this? Yes, it does. Fantastic. Now, if I double jump, I can get that. Fantastic. So, let's just destroy that. The TNT should destroy the remaining two for me. Boom. There we go. Out we go. So we are pretty much close to the end of the level, I imagine. I imagine we're pretty close to the end of the level because, well, the box count is nearing the end and we still have that nitro to... Like, we still have the kind of nitro trigger crate to deal with. That was almost a disaster. We almost died to that guy. Which, honestly, would have been pretty bad because, you know, they're pretty easy to avoid for the most part, I think. Also, I don't know why this has four just kind of, I don't know why there's four metal boxes right here, but I guess it might just be to help jump and kick that guy in the head. But, I feel like you could probably have done that regardless. So, that does feel a little bit redundant. Let's dodge the magic. It always worries me because the magic kind of homes in a little bit. Also, what is this little enemy gauntlet they're going for here? Anyway, let's just, hop past that guy, hop past the goat, kill the frog real quick, hop over this guy, kick that guy in the head, destroy that, grab the gem, and get on out of here. Fantastic. And now we've collected all the crystals in this time period, which means it is time for us to go and fight Dr. Nefarious Tropy himself. Now, will he get mad at us for having collected all of his crystals? Probably, but you know what? He maybe should have hid them a bit better. You know, maybe just hiding them in the middle of a level isn't the smartest play for, you know, people as supposedly smart as he is. Okay, let's go and fight our next boss fight.
You little vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time you've done it.
Oh, I get it. This time I've done it. But okay. Also, I guess he's referring to Crash and Coco together, but let's be real.
You're on my time, you little skunk! Give me the crystals!
I mean, if he hit them... Oh, okay, yeah, he just vaporizes us if we get hit by that, okay? Okay, time to actually play seriously. Fine. I imagine he will probably fire more of those each time, well, in each phase of this fight. Okay. I'll be honest, once I get through this fight, I think I'm in the clear for basically all the boss fights for the rest of the game. Because if I recall correctly, this is probably the hardest one. Unless... Actually, I don't remember the engine fight very well. Maybe that one's harder. But I will, well, that is something for me to figure out in probably the next episode. Also, it's a bit weird how, like, this guy is the midpoint boss, when he's the he's the secondary antagonist, but Engine gets placed later in the game plan. It's a bit odd to me. Also, yeah, we are pretty much right at the end of this boss fight already. Like, okay, we died. Not exactly my finest showing, but it'll be okay, because we have 54 bonus lives. Okay. Yeah, basically, if I can dodge that, I win. Like, as soon as I don't just get hit by one of those vaporization ball things, I don't know how to call those. Yeah, as long as I don't get vaporized, I just win, because honestly, nothing else he does is all that much of a threat. Okay. So, now he teleports to, well, where his level, area, zone thing looks like. This is going surprisingly badly. Honestly, I think I'm just underestimating these things' hitboxes or something, because honestly, I don't know, like, how close I can get to them without dying. Okay. Also, it is kind of nice just to see all the different patterns that can create fight have to platform across. Honestly, none of them are particularly difficult, but hey. Okay, let's just hop over these this time. Okay, you know what? That might actually be a much safer and more practical way to do that. So, let's just do that from now on, I guess. Okay, so, next time he should do 5 of those. And that is hit number 2. Fantastic. So, let's just dodge these attacks one more time, hopefully. Because, well, hopefully I won't put on the clown shoes and get hurt. And... okay, yeah, this fight is over. Because we just hop that, hop here, hop there. Hubris. Not even once! Hubris, displaying massive overconfidence in my ability to just win, not even once. I don't know how I do this every single time. Maybe I should just always downplay the fact that I think I'm gonna win. Because you know what? Every time I display any form of confidence in something, it's when something goes wrong. It's like, yeah, I totally win now. And there's just like immediately just either gets hit and dies, gets supered in a fighting game, gets critted. Like, I don't know, I feel like I just managed to have the worst luck imaginable, and it's incredibly funny to me sometimes. But hey, we just destroy him. So, back to the final phase. Honestly, not gonna lie, not feeling great about the fact that this is taking me like 7 attempts or something. Because I remember this fight not being particularly difficult. It's probably, it might be the hardest one of the game. I don't remember Engine's one on all that well, and I don't really remember much of Cortex's one. Ooh, oh, that could have been pretty bad. But that's him down. Fantastic. And I guess he was a clockwork person or something. Okay, so now we have a new ability, the Death Tornado Spin. To spin longer and faster, or to glide while in the air, we can just mash square. Okay, so let's get on out of here and go save our game.
You insolent, insignificant morons! By defeating Entropy, you have placed us all in grave risk! Crash, Coco, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate. Without Dr. Entropy's constant care and control, who knows what it will do?
I mean, that seems like an issue you probably should have thought of before, you know, trying to encourage him to help kill me. But you know what? That's Tropy defeated. So, let's quickly have a quick look, and, well, on their words, our next area appears to be ancient Egyptian themed, which I'm looking forward to. But I'm going to save my game now, because, well, we've finished off another thing. So let's just save game, slot number 3. I'm just going to save it in a new slot each game, and then from episode 5 onwards, I guess that's when I will start kind of just recycling save files. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for more Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.